Hi, my name is Alistair Chapman, and in this video I'm going to take a look at the new Super 16mm sized 2K scan mode and the support for B4 ENG zoom lenses that's been added to the FX9 in the version 3 firmware update. Because the FX9 has a 6K full-frame sensor, it's always been able to offer a Super 35mm 4K scan mode, and that's something that's not possible with a 4K full-frame sensor. This update means that the FX9 is now able to support 4 different size scan areas and 6 different scan modes. These are full-frame 6K, full-frame 2K, a slightly smaller full-frame crop 5K mode, Super 35mm 4K and Super 35mm 2K, as well as the new Super 16mm sized 2K scan mode. To make switching between the different scan sizes faster, it's now possible to assign crop mode to one of the camera's assignable buttons via the assignable button settings in the camera's project settings menu page. While the recording format is set to 4K DCI or UHD, you can quickly switch between full frame crop and Super 35mm. When the recording mode is set to HD, the Super 16 2K scan mode can also be selected. The S16 2K crop mode uses a sensor area approximately 3 times smaller than full frame. So when shooting in HD, switching from full frame to S16 2K crop will enlarge the image by a factor of 3, allowing it to be used as a digital extender. And this is very useful when you need to extend the reach of your lens. Additionally, the S16 2K scan mode is a great mode to use when shooting at high frame rates. The S16 2K scan mode reads the sensor at its full resolution, but just from a smaller area. So where possible, I recommend the use of S16 2K scan when shooting at frame rates higher than 60 frames per second and up to the camera's maximum of 180 frames per second. Because the S16 2K scan mode uses a smaller part of the sensor than the other scan modes, it can result in a slightly noisier image. To help address this, I recommend that when using S16 2K scan in custom mode, that the camera's built-in noise reduction level should be set to high. When shooting using the Cine EI mode, I recommend that the exposure index should be lowered by 1 stop, for example from 800 EI to 400 EI, to ensure a bright exposure, and this will reduce the visibility of the noise after colour grading. You might also want to consider adding a small amount of noise reduction in post-production. By using the Sony LA-EB1 lens mount adapter in combination with the S16 2K scan mode, it's possible to use lenses designed for ENG cameras that have a B4 lens mount. These lenses typically have a much greater zoom range than either Super 35mm or full-frame zooms, and they're parfocal. The tremendous zoom ranges possible with these lenses, going from very wide to very long with a single lens, makes them an extremely popular choice for news, documentary and sports productions. The ability to use these lenses further enhances the FX9's flexibility as a news gathering tool, as well as for live and studio applications. To use a B4 lens, attach the LA-EB1 to the FX9, then attach the lens to the adapter. The lens's control cable is then connected to the 12-pin port on the LA-EB1. To power the LA-EB1 and the lens, the 4-pin high-rose cable that's supplied with the LA-EB1 is connected between the 4-pin port on the EB1 and the power connector on the optional XDCA FX9. Next, select the S16 2K scan mode from the project menu or status pages. If the lens supports ALAC or automatic lens aberration correction, then this is also supported. The new S16 2K scan mode and the ability to switch scan modes via an assignable button, plus the support for B4 lenses, really does increase the FX9's flexibility and versatility. If you found this video useful, do also consider watching the other videos in the FX9 guide series. Thank you for watching.